So, hey guys, Chausa here. So yeah, it's now July, at least in some parts of the world, including where I live. So July means that we'll be getting One Piece Day, and we'll be getting the French anniversary, probably, unless we stop doing that too, like we didn't do a Korean anniversary. But yeah, I think as long as we have a global version, we'll keep doing French anniversary. So I'm going to talk a bit about what we can expect for the One Piece Day and French anniversary, give some context and some possible scenarios. But let's start with what we actually know, some confirmed information. And we have this snippet from the tweet that we got from the Bandai's official Twitter with a message from Yoshi. And yeah, this confirms that we will have a producer video at the end of July. And yeah, end of July is still a bit vague, as that could be either One Piece Day, which is July 22nd, or French anniversary, which should be a week after that. Something else we know is that if we compare Global and JP, the Global Sugo Fest for Ace vs Akainu is a lot shorter than it was on JP. On JP, it was the whole month, while on Global, it ends when the treasure map Sugofest starts. This also made them change the treasure map Sugofest on Global. On JP, the Ace vs Akainu legend was on part 3 of treasure map Sugofest, while on Global they had to swap it up because it will be kind of weird to have the debut leg not available at some point during their debut month. That's probably the reasoning for that. So yeah, that means that when the Ace vs Akainu Sugo ends, the Trash Map Sugo with them starts, you can always pull for them, basically. But yeah, that's the only real change from JP for this month that we know so far. Otherwise, it looks the same, including the ridiculously long Power Rumble season. It's going to last well into August. It's super dumb. It was dumb on JP. It doesn't mean they have to do it on Global, but it seems like they're doing it anyway. It's dumb and annoying, but it is what it is. But yeah, before a French anniversary, let's talk about One Piece Day, July 22nd. And it's like, a celebration for all things One Piece. And the picture here is actually from the official One Piece website, which is very interesting because when this picture was released, we didn't really think anything about it. But like looking at it in retrospect, you see that this is basically One Piece Treasure Cruise. It had like all the One units released before before One Piece Day. And then it included the One Piece Day units, including the legend Witry Law, and the new rare recruits Luffy and Sabo. So yeah, this is something we will be keeping a lot closer eyes on this time, since we know it was significant last time. So we'll see if it's the same this time around. The promotion for One Piece Day should be starting soon, so we can maybe make some guesses out of that. But yeah, as said, last One Piece Day, we got Witry Law, and he debuted at the same time on Global and JP. This caused some controversy back in the day, since Witry Law didn't get a super type, since super type hadn't debuted on Global yet. So many JP players felt like Witry Law was nerfed due to Global, but yeah, it is what it is, really. Like, Witry Law still great. I think he's always been a bit boring as a captain, not bad, just boring. But as a sub, still amazing. The 2 rare recruits, pretty forgettable, but I did use the Sabo recently, so that's cool. But yeah, basically, since last One Piece Day was Wano, and it feels like crossover stuff usually focuses on current events, I feel like we can be confident it will be like some Wano thing again. And yeah, since next treasure map will probably be a younger Kaido. Yeah, men are speculating like a V2 Odin or something. But yeah, first they speculate like V2 Odin for the real batch, which ended up being like King and Queen on JP. So like, who knows in the end? It's just a guess. I don't dare guess anything. I just including it since many bring up Odin, partly because I think many have the opinion that V1 Odin is subpar. I heavily disagree about that, but I've already made a big video ranting about the dislike of the Odin legend, so I'm not going to get into that here. But yeah, One Piece Day. I didn't write it here, but like, most Yoshi videos for Global has debuted Global first, or like crossover between Global and JP. So I feel like the safe bet is that the Yoshi vid is for One Piece Day, and it will be some crossover again, but that's just speculation in the end. We have to wait and see. Moving on, we have two options for the French anniversary. And yeah, the French anniversary should be around a week after One Piece Day, on the 29th or such. That is if we follow like past precedent, but like the current month on Global, for example, we had the versus Ace vs Akino batch way earlier than usual, and if we do the same next month, French anniversary on One Piece Day could line up, and I don't think it's outrageous to combine the two events on Global. It's kind of weird to have two big events in 1 week on different days, so yeah, we'll see. And yeah, basically as said, current batch is Ace vs Akino only. It's not a double month or anything. So if we follow the schedule, we naturally progress towards V3 Blackbeard and Moria. The mini picture here is of the Moria legend. And yeah, the month of after Moria, the batch after, was the Supernova batch of Luffy, Law, and Kid. And yeah, basically, the reason many think we might get a swap here between these is because French Anniversary is a big event. Many are not excited for V3 Blackbeard and Moria, so they'd much rather have the Supernovas for French Anniversary, just make it more exciting. I do want to point out that a batch swap this time is not easy. We'll go into that more later, but the Supernova month on JP was jam-packed with sugos and like events with new legends and such. So making Supernovas happen for French anniversary will not be easy. And yeah, of course, if we do a batch swap, we'll also screw over the schedule again, but that's what Global does, right? So it's basically our specialty. So yeah, will French Anniversary be V3 Blackbeard and Moria? And yeah, personally, I think so, because it's the easiest solution. We just progress like normal, it will be V3 Blackbeard and Moria. The main reason I think so, though, is because if it's like, if we just did a double month this month, we will naturally have Supernova as French Anniversary. And like, this month was an open goal for doubling up. Like Ace vs Akino, no events. We have a we have a big content draft on Global right now because of no events. And like, we could have easily combined them. We could have done Ace vs Akino first, done their point event. Around now, we could have started dropping V3 Blackbeard and Moria. We could have done their point event. We just do an extra arena too, and that will be literally it. Then we just double up Treasure Map and Kizuna. But instead, we just did Ace vs Akino, and then we're going to swap to not have V3 Blackbeard and Moria as the French Anniversary. It doesn't make sense to me, but it's Bandai, so it doesn't have to make sense. But yeah, basically the only reason to do this swap will be to get the more hyped French Anniversary, because let's face it, V3 Blackbeard might be the most underwhelming legend released in recent times, at least according to me. Moria, super solid, but it's Moria. People aren't hyped for Moria. He didn't have any unique mechanic which people wanted for Moria. I think Moria is an amazing legend personally, super solid kit, cool captain, but yeah, not something that people are excited for. See, I think there's like two possibilities if We2 Blackbird and Mori are the French anniversary. Like as I said earlier, they could combine One Piece Day and French anniversary to make it a bit more hype, since we wouldn't just get We2 Blackbird and Moria then. We'd probably get a crossover legend with JP that could be exciting, so we debut 3 legends at once. Will be a Super Sugo Fest, we'd rerun Roger and Olden, get some great gem deals and such. But yeah, another possibility is that we just run We2 Magellan on One Piece Day with whatever debuts then. And then a week later we do Blackbeard and Moria, and people will complain about what an underwhelming French anniversary this is. Like, save for the supernovas next month, blah blah blah. Yeah, it won't be pretty, but yeah, that's what will probably happen. Will the French anniversary be the supernovas? And yeah, since I said it's probably We2 Blackbeard and Moria, I think it's probably not the supernovas, because it is hard to make it work, but Bandai can make it work. They will ruin the schedule in the process, but they can make it work. And yeah, the main reason I don't think it's the supernovas is because we currently have 2 dead weeks on global, and like, to make the supernova happen, we basically need to not do the upcoming Kizuna for Ace vs. Akino, because I don't see how we fit it otherwise. We need to jump into the supernovas. So basically, we have 2 dead weeks. We could have easily done both Treasure Map and Kizuna for Ace vs. Akino, finish up everything, move on to the supernovas. It will have been clean. But instead, 2 weeks of just a point event and arena. We do Treasure Map like normal on the 9th of the month. And like, there's just no time to do both the Kizuna and the One Piece Day and all the other stuff for the supernovas, because there's a lot of stuff going on with the supernova. Because as I write here, to keep the supernova batch together, we do need to move to the Bonnie batch and the Capone crew batch. So that means that we need to do the Kizuna for Capone crew. We need to do the point event with Bonnie. So yeah, we just can't fit all of that together. We need to move towards the supernova after Treasure Map in that case. Like, you could argue that, oh, they can just break up the supernovas. We can do Bonnie another time. We can combine Bonnie with the 3 supernovas for the real banner. We can do Capone crew some other time. But it would feel like all the marketing on JP was for the supernovas. But like, are we going to skip stuff? Like, I don't see that happening. That would be super weird. So I do believe personally, if we do supernova, we keep it together. But we do need to move on to it in that case. But yeah, since my conclusion is that if supernova is French Annie, we need to move on to it after Treasure Map. So that means that the next data mine on global should tell us if this is the French anniversary, because if it's like Kizuna Duffy and such, yeah, there's just no time unless they do a super weird introduction of the supernovas. Like, we don't do the Capone crew Kizuna before, we don't do Bonnie before. Like, we can't just fit all of that. It's just not realistic. And we also have to do the One Piece Day, so yeah, I don't see that personally. And yeah, if we do supernovas, the question is, what happens with We2 Magellan? He debuted during Ace vs. Akino month on a Choose Your Legend Sugo on JP. Like, it's not important to run him, we can slot him in anytime, but yeah, sometime he has to debut. What happens with the Kizuna Dofui, we probably skip down, which also has the 6+ Onami. Will that just be combined with another Kizuna later? Like, it's possible, but who knows? And yeah, also if Supernova is French Annie, we'll get the big scheduling mess again. Like, we're used to it, but it doesn't make it any better. But yeah, despite that, it's hard to rule it out, because it's like the only way to really make the French anniversary something exciting and something to get people pulled for, spend for, because in the end, We3 Blackberry Moria is a filler banner. You can't do a big anniversary with a filler banner if you want people to be excited and spend money. And yeah, the way I see this working, if that's the case, is that One Piece Sugo will be both Bonnie and whatever debuts with the One Piece Day Sugo. We can do the Bonnie Point went to for a week, and then a week after the Bonnie and One Piece Day, we can just move on to the Supernova Sugo. That's how I see it work anyway. But in the end, my conclusion, it's Bandai, who knows? Just don't make too big of a mess, whatever you do. Personally, I just want it to be We3 Blackbird and Moria, make it a Super Sugo, give me my Super Sugo gem deals so I can finally buy some gems again. And then we can do another Super Sugo next month with the Supernova batch, back on schedule, and then Bandai can start working on their getting closer to JP and everything. So yeah, that's the video. And yeah, I hope this gave some context to what to expect. I'll be interested to hear what you think. But I think we can agree that it's either of these that's happening. There won't be any big outlier for French anniversary. But yeah, thanks for hearing me out, guys. See you next time.